Python program to demonstrate basic data type in the Python. We will see what is the Python data type and how to work with the data type. This is Sharda. I'm going to explain the program of different data types. So first of all, what is the data type? Data type defines the kind of a value, that is the type of value a variable having, whether it is an integer, string and float. Like if you define a variable a is equal to 10, then it will check a is having the value integer, float, string or list. So in the language like C, C++, Java, we have to define the data type for a variable. But in the Python, we don't need to define the data type for a variable. It will automatically detect the data type according to the value assigned to the variable. And we know everything in the Python is the form of objects. Data types are actually classes and variables are the instances of these classes. We don't need to define data types in the Python because Python is dynamically typed language. It automatically detects data types. Python enables us to check the type of a variable used in the program. Python provides us a type function which returns the type of a variable passed. We have divided Python data types broadly in the 5 categories. Like you can see here the diagram. The first category is the numerical, and then we have dictionary, boolean, set and sequence types. Further, you can see the numerical data type is again divided into 3 categories. One is the integer, either the variable having integer value, complex number or a float value. Similarly, the second important data type is the sequence data type. It is, you can say, this is the backbone of the Python data types because strings, list and tuple are very important in the Python. So we will see what are the string, what are the list and what are the tuple. So first of all, I'll tell you about the numerical data type. Numbers represent number values like int, float and complex. So if you talk about the int, then it contains the positive, negative, whole numbers. And similarly, if we talk about the float, float contains real floating representation. And similarly, the complex numbers. Okay, so I'll open my Jupyter notebook. What you need to install the Python in your system. If you want to work with any IDE, then you can install the IDE. Like you can install the Anaconda and then you can work with the Jupyter notebook, or you can work with the Spider, or you can install PyCharm, you can work with the PyCharm. But you need to have at least Python installed in your system. You can work with the simple Python ideally also. So for this video, I'm using the Jupyter notebook. I have installed the Anaconda, and from the Anaconda, I'm using the Jupyter notebook. We have separate video for the installation of Anaconda and how to use the Jupyter notebook. If you face any difficulty, you can install the Anaconda and you can work with the Jupyter notebook. Here I have opened a Jupyter notebook file, and inside this I have written some codes. Like first of all, I'm talking about the integer data type. So for the integer data type in the Python, I already told you I don't need to define the data type before the variable. So I'm just simply declaring the variable a equal to 20, just like in the English language, we write a value a equal to 20 means it have the value 20. So in the Python, a assigned the 20 value, and the data type it will automatically assign according to the value. So you can check the what data type is assigned to this a variable. So we have a function type, and inside the type we pass the a, and you can see the output is integer class, and we can check the value of a, print a. I can run this block by hitting shift enter, and similarly second block by hitting shift enter, and you can see the output class int and the value is 20. Now if I talk about the second data type of numerical is the float. Float is also similar data type. We have integer. In the float we assign the float value to a variable. So a equal to 20.5, and then you can check the type of a, and then you can check the value, what the value a having. I can run this block by hitting shift enter, and you can see the output class is equal to float and the value is 20.5. Similarly, the next data type in the numerical data type is complex. Here I have defined a complex value a is equal to 2j and then print type of a and then print a. You can see the output type of a is class complex. So our data type is complex class type. So this is the numerical data type. Now come to the second data type, that is the sequence data type. In the sequence data type, first data type is a string. String is defined as a collection of one and more characters. It is put it into single quotes or you can put into the double quotes. And if you want to define a multi-line string, then you can put into the triple single quotes. You can see we have defined a string x is equal to, inside the double quotes we have written goeduhub.com. And then you can take the value of x and then the type of x. The value of x is goeduhub.com and then the type of x is string class. Now come to the next data type of the sequence data type is called the list. And if you want to define a list, then you need to write the data into square brackets. And list is similar to the array, but it can have heterogeneous data. Like it can have integer, it can have string, it can have list. So you can say list is a collection data type of heterogeneous data. And you can print L and you can print the type of L. And I can run this block and you can see the output 1, 2, 3, 4.5, name. And the class of this L is list. We can access the list element just like the array element using the indexing. Like first element if you want to access, then you can write L of 0, then L of 1, L of 2. Similarly, and here we also have the negative index like -1, -2, -3 from right to left, -1, -2, -3, so on. So if you want to access the last element, you can access L of -1. And there is the lots of functions available inside the list. So you can see the separate, we have a list article and we have a string article. You can visit those articles and you will understand each and every concept of this. Like you can click here if you want to see the list. And this is more about the list, what is the list and how to work with the list. And similarly we have Python string. You can click over here and you can see the Python string. Now come to the next sequence data type, that is the tuple. Tuple are created by the braces and it contains heterogeneous data type. It is similar to the list but it is immutable. We can add the element to the list but we cannot add the element to the tuple. Once you define the tuple, it is fixed. You cannot even edit the element, you cannot even delete the element, you cannot even update the element. Once you define the tuple, it means it is the fixed. And vice versa, the list is mutable, you can change the elements of the list. And string is immutable, you cannot change the string object. If you want to edit the string, then you have to declare the separate object. You can see here I have defined a tuple x is equal to inside this bracket and we have taken 3 values. So you can check the type of x and then the type of value of x. So type of x is tuple and the value of x is 3 values. You can access the individual value just like using the indexing, just like the list. Now come to the next data type, that is the dictionary data type. It is a collection of key value pair. Or you cannot access the values through the indexing. If you want to access the values of the dictionary, then you need to write the dictionary name and then the square bracket you need to pass the key. And then it will give you the corresponding output of that value. So here this is the dictionary and you can see the output. Dictionary always defines inside the curly braces. So this is the dictionary and the class of dictionary is DICT. And if you want to access a particular value from the dictionary, then you can write like this, x of name, x of key, then it will give you the value. The next data type we have Boolean data type. Boolean data type either have value true or have value false. So like x is equal to true, I have defined here, and the print x and type of x, you can see it is a bool class. Similarly, we have bytes class also. Bytes, for the bytes you need to write b double quotes and whatever the string you want to write. And you can see the output here. The value of x is true and type of x is boolean. Now come to the next data type that we have set. You can see here, set is an ordered and unique collection of data type that are the mutable. Like basically we use set for the unique values. And it is mutable means you can change the elements. You can update the element. You can add the element. We always define the set inside the curly braces. Like here you can see we have defined a set. Inside the curly braces we have 3 values. And if you want to print the x, it will give you the values and you can check the type of x. Similarly, we have a type of set is called the frozen set, and difference between the set and frozen set is frozen set are immutable. You cannot update, you cannot change the frozen set once you define. Come to the practical part and you can see here the output. We have defined a set and then we have checked the set and then the type of set. And similarly frozen set, and then you can check the x and the type of x. This is the output of frozen set. Last one. So these are the basic data type of the Python. In detail, if you want to see, we have separate lectures and the separate article for each data type. I hope you liked it. Give thumbs up if you liked video, and if you have any question or any recommendation for the next upcoming videos, let me know in the comment section. Subscribe for the more videos. Thank you for the watching. Stay tuned. See you next time.